Hello gamers and welcome back to the NeueCraft server. So, last episode we built this pretty big farm underneath us. Well, everything underneath this farm, underneath us at least. Let's go down and have a little look-see. So, we had the gold farm already, but we bolted onto the bottom of this thing a shulker box loader, which is right here, a crafting station, which is right here, and then a piglin bartering farm, which is right here, in order to get ourselves a whole bunch of bartering outputs, which we have been collecting diligently, been doing a bit more AFK time at the gold farm, so I'm about ready to turn this guy on again and see what more we can get out of it. And we also continued the mossification of our valley, and we also introduced Wilbur to the new village family. Hey Wilbur, how you doing? Fantastic. Haha, excellent. So, that kept us busy last time, and this episode we got a few new things in store. It's not just me who's been busy on the server. Our friend Harlock has done something at spawn we're going to go check out right now. So it wasn't that long ago that spawn itself got a complete makeover, including a new spawn house which was built directly over the spawn location, intending to capture people coming into the world. But Harlock wasn't quite happy with it. He wanted to redo it, and that's what he's done here. So look at this. It does already looks a lot better from the outside. Part of the problem was that people were spawning inside. What is this? The invisible armor stands? Something? I guess this is going to be for people who arrive at spawn, new arrivals, to get basic gear to get going. I love it. And then I think he's even like remapped the river here, because I think this looked a little different somehow. Is that a new tributary over here? It looks like it. Ah, yeah, look, there's a water wheel here. That looks amazing. I think that went this side previously. Excuse my texture packs, I've got some functional stuff there on the notebooks. And let's head on inside and have a little look, see what's changed. New door entrance. Map of the world, brilliant. We still need to update that because my village isn't yet showing. And this looks fantastic. Look at this. Ah, this is the water wheel room. Very nice, I like it. And then there's an upstairs. This is our mailbox. I haven't looked in mine for a while. Nothing there. That's good. So each one of us has a little mailbox for people to drop stuff off. This is our NeueCraft Knights of the Square table room. And I believe there's even a... Is there another floor up here? There is. And this is the attic. Ah, and our map art. Isn't that great? There's one of Harlock building that French did, and then I think this is a joint effort, mostly kicked off by Gray, and then I think French and Harlock helped finish it off. So map art for the server. Let me show you what that looks like on the map, actually. So here we go. Here is our map of NeueCraft. Here is spawn, where we are right now, and the new spawn house. Here's our village and how it's looking from above. And Gray and Harlock who are currently on. And then here we go, here's the map art out in the ocean. Look at that. Completely built out of blocks and carpet and whatnot in order to create the logo for NeueCraft, our server logo. This is our reduced logo that just shows in like our Discord channel art and a few other places. But that's really cool, and it's inspired me to do a few other NeueCraft related things around the server and around the spawn area. This is all new as well. Look, we've got a sign. I love it. There's a new wall. Harlock was here. Yeah, so much more than just a new building, Harlock. As usual, Harlock builds very special and always more than just a facade, always more than just a building. He's put an entire environment in here and it looks fantastic. Speaking of spawn, there's a little project I've been meaning to do here for some time now, and I think now is the right time to do it. Everyone else has been contributing quite a lot to spawn here, and I haven't done much at all myself. In fact, I haven't just been around at the time, and everyone else has been willing to work on these things. So I'm going to spend a little time now putting in my own little contribution to the spawn area, something that I think will help people recognise where they are when they're here. So I've got a whole bunch of shulkers on me. We're going to go place them up on the hill over here, and we're going to get building. Guess what it is yet? It's a sign. It's a NeueCraft sign. It's the logo. It's the logo I designed, the artwork I use at the start of every episode. That is, yeah, it's in our Discord, it's in my videos, it's the brand for the server. There we have it. Lit up in the hillside. Kind of like our version of the Hollywood sign. Nestled in there in the snow. I might pack out a little bit more snow here and there. Just need to go and get some just to make it feel a bit more embedded in a few places. I quite like the points where it's touching, so it sort of looks like it's resting. It does have these big supports at the back which are holding it in place. And the whole thing's well lit, so it should look pretty decent at night as well. But yeah, I'm happy with that. That's come out pretty well. My first real attempt at doing any kind of lettering as well, using blocks. Pretty big. I know you can go smaller, but I wanted it to have a certain level of impact, and that it does. So to go along with our spawn house, if we ever have new people joining for the very first time, they come on, they exit out of this house, and it's the first thing they see up in the hill, along with everything else that's been done here at spawn. Hopefully it's not too brash and fits in with the overall aesthetic. It's certainly used a lot of copper, but that's the colours of the brand. It's the aquamarine, the grey, and the copper, the orange. And I love it. I think it brings a little something to our server spawn area here and makes us all feel right at home. I hope the other NeueCrafters appreciate it. So there's a certain type of resource on the server here that I have never had very much of. Well, not a renewable supply of my own, at least, for the most part. That is wood. I've been buying quite a lot of it recently. I think I have a decent backlog of some, so we've got a good amount of oak here. Spruce, I just don't think I use very much. I'm not sure why I ended up with so much of that. Dark oak I have my own supply of from our other farm, which is great. Birch I run out of constantly. Acacia I run out of occasionally. Jungle I barely use. And then, yeah, we've got mangrove and, yeah, the crimson stem and the warp stem I use a lot of, and I don't have a renewable supply of those either. I've just been buying it. So I'm quite keen to make my own farm to be able to harvest these things. And I found a design I think that's going to work quite well, and I need to find a place to put it. So back here we've got our mud farm. We've already got a pre-populated cube ready to be destroyed. We've got our moss farm down here, which is great. So what I'm thinking is maybe we punch through that wall. So I'm just going to pop into free cam. Let's back up a little bit here. Yeah, I think we've got room there. Loads of room, look at this. So if we punch through here and sort of mirror what we did on the other side, we'll come out just behind the potion brewing setup, which is through here, through this back wall. And I need to get rid of this little cave. And yeah, we can make ourselves a bit of a space in here and put in tree farm. A tree farm that's going to grow a great number of different tree types and allow us to destroy them all with TNT. It's an ENX04 design, and I need to go gather materials for it, but where is that hole? Right here, so if I'm going to mirror it, then I should be punching through there. I don't want to be too concerned about making it exactly mirrored. On this side I can be a bit more generous and probably punch through here. Excellent. I've also got my beacon effects active at this point. That's going to help me a lot. So I'm going to go figure out what I need, how much space is needed, dig a big hole, and put in this farm. So let's go. Oh no, I destroyed my floor. So, the tree farm is ready, I believe. So let us have a little peek. I've got to do the entranceway and tidy this up. I have put a way up and down, so we have a water elevator come backing up here. And then this is the big old hole we dug. And a drop chute. Ouch. Good thing I've got my feather falling boots on. But I'm supposed to land in the water. And yeah, this is the farm. It's an Eneuecraft X04 design, so it's brilliant and delightfully simple. It's already taken a little chunk out of the wall there, but that's to be expected with anything TNT based. Occasionally things do get blown up, but so far so good. So how does it work? We have a timer running at the back here. Pretty straightforward. There's a flip here to be able to change the timer duration. It goes up if you're doing really big stuff, basically. So we'd flip that up. And the timer, what it does is it basically flips this trapdoor back and forward. And that changes the state of the... Let me fly up. It changes the state of the scaffolding here. And what that does in turn is it sends basically sends a pulse all the way up the scaffolding. Very clever way of sending a signal up that the observer will see. That in turn will flip this trapdoor. Again here, if you're doing jungle and brown mushrooms, you flip this to the right, so this is permanently powered. And the signal continues to go up all the way up to here. And this is the TNT tuber, one I've never seen before. So the signal gets to here, this guy does this, and there's a... let me just go into free cam here. There is a observer here that gets pushed into the TNT, and there's a waterlogged block in here, and a waterlogged half-block slab above, so that the water source doesn't get deleted. And somehow this works and duplicates the TNT, drops it through here. And then, yeah, depending on if this switch is on or not, I think this piston is timed to push the TNT out, either slowing it down or to shift it slightly. But essentially it just drops TNT continuously straight onto this right down here. We can continue to stay in free cam. And so this is our planting block. So we change this depending on what it is we're planting. So we would do like pods for mushrooms. We would do... the nether wart stuff for the nether trees and dirt for all the other tree types, essentially. And as a player, we sit down at the very bottom here. Let me get into position. Ouch, ouch, ouch. In fact, I think we're about ready to demo this. Let me heal up, just in case. When the things do get blown up, they land in the center, obviously. They just go into a little water thing here that goes into a water elevator that shoots them up to here, that then puts them into storage. And I've got an item filter set up, and I'm going to put one for each tree type in here, as well as some other bits and pieces. For the time being, we've got the current sapling type here, which is birch, and then birch logs and sticks. So I'm just waiting for that to fill up and populate. So very clever, very simple, very ENX04. And yeah, I bought a couple of different block types here to try it out with. I've only tried it so far with the birch, and this is our bone meal off to the side here. So as long as this is powered, it spits out bone meal here, and as long as I'm collecting it, it will continue to spit it. So otherwise, if there's bone meal sitting there, it stops, and the same goes on this side for the sapling. So I've not tried this yet, so what we're actually going to do is put, you know, a whole stack of these in here, and a little bit more. I always forget which is on and which is off. I think that's on. Okay, good. We make sure our inventory is otherwise full up. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of bone meal here in testing already. I've got more with me down there in shulkers to top it all up. Let me fill up my inventory with stuff. Put the saplings in the offhand. I've got bone meal here. Heal up one last time. Let's turn this guy on. Boom. That should send a signal up. Start the TNT duping. Let's just keep an eye on that. There we go. Boom. And these are both on. So we stand here, bone mill in hands, we plant, and we bone mill. That's it. Sometimes the TNT blows up the sapling before you've had a chance, but it doesn't really matter. Eventually I get a tree growing, and it'll get destroyed. You just sit here holding right click until you've completely exhausted either your bone mill or your saplings. Works fantastic. So I'm just going to wait until we've run out of saplings here, then I'll go back down to storage, pick some up, and show you how much wood we've got. And we're out of saplings, so let's turn off the duper, let's head on down to the storage, and we'll see the saplings go into here. Logs do as well, apparently, so something's happened with our filter there. That's not good. We've got all these logs. Let me shift those around. Those should go in there, so probably about half of these logs we got from that round, and a whole bunch of sticks. Okay, so the problem with the filters is they're just getting overwhelmed. The items are clumping together and there's just so many of them coming through all at once that these filters are getting overwhelmed, and it's because of how I made them. My usual way of doing filters is to do this and just drop all the items in. But what I actually need to do is use something that's definitely not going to get in here for the other slots, and fill that up to 41. That way only birch will go in here, and only this can get to 64, so that the other slots won't also populate. Because what had been happening, this gets to 64, then the next one would fill up as well, so this will just prevent that happening. It's just better filter management practice, basically. So, we've been doing a bit of AFK at this tree farm. You can see there's some warped trees behind me, the remnants of some I've got to go and remove manually. But we've been getting some pretty decent output so far, and I am pleased with how it is going. So our initial batch was using birch. We've got like half a double chest full there. We also did oak, and then we did the warped stuff. So I got a load of warp stem, and I think the other one's over here, crimson. Yep. So I've just been swapping and changing the filters depending on which tree it is I'm capturing, and that seems to be working pretty well. And now I've got topped up stock of the majority of the tree types that I was a little bit short on and that I used a lot of. So I'm going to use some of these shulkers, transport them back upstairs and put them into storage. So we've still got a little bit of time in this episode, and I thought I would try something a little different. One thing I've never done on this server is really chased advancements. So turns out I've actually got a lot already from just playing the game naturally. The whole Minecraft tree is done, but I thought I was just going to work my way backwards through these and slowly try checking a few more of these off. Still quite a few to do in the nether, only one in the end, quite a few adventure ones here to do, but we'll start with husbandry, I think. Going from the top of the list, be our guest. Use a campfire to collect honey from a beehive using a bottle without aggravating the bees. So, I've got some bottles, got some campfires, I've got a beehive, I think I'm going to go exploring first of all, and we're going to go fly off into the distance and see if we can actually find a natural bee's nest. I think will be the first thing to do. If not, we can come back here to our bee farm and just pop one in that beehive that I have made and do it that way. But let's see if we can find one out in nature, and I believe they're in oak forests, but also birch. This looks like birch actually right here. Maybe we'll get lucky and find one pretty quickly. So I'm going to have a little look around, see if we can find one of these guys in the wild. I spy a bee. Hello, my friend. Where is your home? Must be nearby. Been following this guy around for ages. Where is your home? I think he's lost. This bee nearly drowned himself. Just took some damage. Maybe he doesn't have a home. I just assumed they only generated around a bee's nest. I didn't think they just generated on their own. We can't see a bee's nest anywhere. Alright, I think giving up on this guy. There is clearly no nests in the neighbourhood, so I think we're just going to move on, see what else we can find. Ooh, an entirely birch forest. I think that's where we're going to get the most bees' nests appearing. Also, relatively easy to spot in these trees. I spy a bee. Hello, my friend. Let's hope you have a home nearby. Yeah, there we go. That must be it. I'm going to bone meal up the surrounding area here, see if we can get some flowers on the go and get this bee to pollinate and fill up some honey. Boop. Hello, bees. Oh, wow, there were 3 of you in there already. Amazing. And we are full of honey. So we should now just be able to scoop. And we've done it. Got the achievement. Be our guests. Nice one. Thank you, bees. Thank you very much. Mission accomplished. Alright, mission successful. That was pretty fun. Maybe we'll do more of those in the future. It's a good little time filler when we've got something small to do. So let's go check on the advancements here. Yep, husbandry, so we've checked off be our guest. Excellent. So the next one, if we're going to do these sequentially, 2 by 2, these are all the animals. I actually installed this additional mod here that allows me to see what in the advancement, I think it's just called advancement info, what in the advancement hasn't been done. So these are all the animals I've bred so far. These are the ones I have not. So much I haven't done. So maybe this will be a fun one to do next time. And then we can move our way through these. Ride a boat with a goat. That's going to be fun. A complete catalogue. Oh, tame all the cat variants. That's going to be tricky. Yeah, this could be fun. I think maybe we'll keep up with this as we progress. But for today, I think that's all we're going to have time for. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give us a like. And if you'd like to see more, then please subscribe. And until next time, take care everyone. And we'll see you then. Bye for now.